welcome to Pleasure Sports. Today we're going to take a look at the new Billabong Foil back zip wetsuit for 2011, fall 2011. This wetsuit actually comes in a 4.3 millimeter version as well as a 3.2 millimeter version. They're identical in construction, except the 4.3 has a floodgate built into the wetsuit. So this is the 4.3 we're going to take a look at. And this has a floodgate, which means an extra piece of neoprene in the back. And in the event that water floods through the zipper, this actually protects your back and allows the water to drain out of these two pinholes. So that only comes in the 4.3 version. The 3.2 doesn't have this, but otherwise the two are identical in construction. So this video is perfect if you're looking at the 4.3 or the 3.2. This is just not in the 3.2. So let's take a look at the wetsuit from the front to start off. The main color for this the main colorway for this wetsuit this year is the solid black, and the solid black does have a dark blue logo and dark blue text on it. So this is the black version, and it comes in all sizes. You'll see two other sizes in our pull-down menu for two different colors. So you have a black with gray. So this is black, and it has some gray pieces in it along the arm. And if we flip it over to the back, you see some gray accents in the mid-back and a little bit in the lower leg. So this is the black and gray colorway. And the black and gray colorway, as well as the black, gray, and blue colorway over here to the right, actually only come in select sizes. So like the medium short or the medium tall or the long tall. They do not, they were not made or manufactured in all sizes. If you want a specific size and you need something that's all sizes, go ahead and pick the black version with the blue graphics. Let's take a look really quick at the black gray blue colorway, which is this one. You've got gray in the shoulders, a small splash of blue in the back. You've got a little bit of blue and gray on the lower leg, gray on the top, and the core of the wetsuit is black. And that's that, so you know which one you're getting when you are selecting from the pull-down menu. So let's take a look at the key features of the foil. This is an entry-level wetsuit, and it's actually top of its class. And it's top of its class for a couple reasons. Billabong actually is using what's called a zero-gravity neoprene. It's the ZG400 Neoprene. It's a super stretch material neoprene. You can see how much stretch we're getting out of the wetsuit. It's very gummy, and they've put this ZG high-end neoprene strategically throughout the wetsuit. A couple other features that make this wetsuit top of its class are how it was actually cut. The actual panels in the wetsuit are designed to, again, maximize the stretch and really fit your body, and it's called Billabong Superflex Performance Paneling, and you can see the contours through the suit. What you have in this entry-level suit is something that you see in higher level wetsuits. You've got pre-bent, cut, articulated knees and arms, and when a wetsuit is pre-bent and cut to fit your body, it actually gives a more snug fit, and that allows water not to pool in the wetsuit, so it's fitting like an arm should or like a leg should. It's not just a straight panel of neoprene, it really is cut contour to fit your body. What you've got is underarm, again, the paneling. There's no seams, no stitching seams underneath the arms, so this allows you maximum stretch. Again, in the arm gussets, you've got a sealed seam wetsuit. The 3.2 and the 4.3 are both sealed. It means the seams in the wetsuit were first glued together and then blind stitch, a stitch that doesn't penetrate all the way through the seam. That way it keeps it nice and tight. A couple other great features of this wetsuit. On the front, you've got a wicking material here, which is a mesh skin. It's wind resistant and water repellent, so water hits it, it drips off. And the reason you want to have a wicking away material on the front and the back is it's protecting the core, your organs, along the low back, mid back, and chest, because that's the part you want to keep your organs nice and warm so that your breathing doesn't increase and you get exhausted and cold. So you want your heart to be able to pump the blood to your body, and so you want to keep the core nice and toasty. Let's take a look at some other features of the wetsuit. You've got a nice, what's called Billabong's new contour collar. So if you look here, you've got a little dip in the cut of the collar. And if you've ever put a wetsuit on and felt choking, you'll know why. Now they've figured out to just cut this out a little bit more, and it'll be a much more snug fit, and it won't allow for that choking sensation. On the interior, you've got a beautiful glide skin neoprene that's really stretchy, and I believe it's probably 1 or 2 millimeters thick, so it's nice and comfortable. This glide skin creates a seal between your skin and the glide skin, not allowing water to flush in too quickly in the wetsuit, so that your body actually has time to keep it nice and warm and not keep flushing through. When wetsuits flush, it's too much water coming in and your body can't heat it up. So you always want to make sure to get a wetsuit that fits really well. Let's take a look at the interior of the wetsuit. The 4.3 millimeter has this beautiful floodgate. Again, extra warmth, extra protection from water that might seep through the zipper. You've got a nice key stash loop here. And on the interior of this wetsuit, both 3.2 and the 4.3, Billabong is using what's called a furnace lining. And what this is a material that actually wicks away water. So this is the interior chest portion of the wetsuit. This is the furnace lining, and so is the red. And what it does is, again, water hits it, it wicks it away. A couple other things that you can see while we're looking at this is you've got extra reinforcement, a welded seam along both sides of the chest, so that you can keep, so that you actually extra durability on the seams. You'll see spot taping on critical cross seams, and again, that's to actually help build durability into the wetsuit so the seams don't come apart and your suit lasts more than one season. And you've got that weld even on the back along that floodgate. And you've got that spot taping along the back. And you've also got in the legs, let me just take a second to show you those. What we're looking at here is the interior of the knee of the wetsuit. And you've also got the weld around the knees and the spot taping. So it's a really durable wetsuit. It's entry level, but again, it's at the top of its class because it has, it's using great super stretch materials as well as materials that have technology in them that help wick away water. So if I missed anything on the Billabong Foil 4.3 and 3.2 millimeter, you can check out more information on our website at pleasuresports.com.